friends. So, a light one today. Light being relative. You know, it's actually pretty complicated to break down because we're going to be doing a ton of stuff. It is more or less a full body today with, I'm going to say light weight. That's going to be relative to you, relative to the equipment that you have and the choices that you're going to make. Okay, so obviously there's going to be cardio. Okay? There's nothing super complicated about the cardio, nothing that we haven't done before. Basically, it's just going to be in there to keep us moving. So for those of you who are already doing cardio, awesome. Keep going, keep warming up. Don't worry about it, it'll be fine. Bikes and bands, or bike and bands. As you can see, I've got a plethora, a nice selection of bands here. The equipment that I'm going to use are exactly this. Bands, including, my glute band. So for those of you who have bands available, awesome, let's have them close by. I'm going to go through a quick breakdown of how we're going to use them. The only other piece of equipment, essentially, that I'm going to use today is going to be my rings for pull-ups. Okay, so I've got my rings mounted overhead. So a pull-up bar or rings or whatever it is that you've got available. If you don't have something to do pull-ups on, no worries. You're going to substitute another pulling movement, probably something along the lines of a bent over row, or whatever it is that you want. We're going to go through a lot of different options, and so you can always just bounce back to one of them when we get there. We're going to start off our first component. We're going to call it 60 seconds of cardio paired with 2.5 minutes of work, so 150 seconds of work. There's 4 rounds, and each of them are going to be different. Yep, so we're going to do lots. As I said, lots of stuff today. We're going to start off every single round with just 60 seconds of cardio. Whatever that means to you, okay? Light, medium, high, scale it, whatever. Our first strength component is going to be our shoulder flies, okay? So we're going to do band flies narrow and wide, okay? And then we are going to do, so 10, sorry. Everything is going to be sets of 10. So 10 narrow, 10 wide, you're going to do that twice, okay? So a total of 40 reps. Those are pretty quick. I know, we got 2.5 minutes of work. So any extra time that you've got, just do bodyweight squats. Continue your warm up. Okay, bodyweight squats until the end, then we're going to get back on the cardio, move to part B. Okay, part B is going to be squats and a good morning. Now, for the squats and the good morning, I would like to do them with the band. So I'm going to use my heavy band. We've done this before. Hey, the squats and then the good morning, commonly referred to by me and some of us as the bend and snap. Okay, yeah, maybe a little throwback. Okay, same thing. 2 sets of 10 of each, and then any extra time that you've got, that one we're going to do push-ups till the end. Okay, just push-ups. Okay, so it's always going to be a banded movement, and then any extra time is just a simple, not necessarily easy, but bodyweight movement. Okay, we're going to move to C, which will be upright rows, and then I'm going to call them a bent over wide row. So this would be like a shoulder row if you were doing it upright. You've probably seen lots of equipment, and so if you do have the ability to attach your band up high, you can do the row movement like that, but what I want is elbows to be wide and squeezing into the space between our shoulder blades. So a difference between that wide row and then a tucked narrow row. Okay, so it's going to be 10 upright rows, and then same thing. For me, I'm going to do it wide. Okay, the wide bent over row. Okay, primarily focus on the shoulders. That's going to be coupled with lunges to the end, and then the last one, part D, is going to be a deadlift and then your actual traditional row. So the elbows tucked, the squeeze, activate those lats a little bit more. Okay, so those are our 4 components. Oh yeah, and we'll do more push-ups if you've got extra time. More push-ups at the end. Okay, double up the push-ups because we're not doing a ton of chest otherwise. So Those are your 4 movements for the start, okay? Every single round is gonna have 60 seconds of cardio and then 2.5 minutes of strength. We've went through the strength, don't worry, we'll talk about it as we go. A little bit of a break, then we're gonna get into a Tabata. I say Tabata because it's not completely balanced, but yeah. Our Tabata is going to be 13 rounds, so it's gonna be 3 rounds of 4 movements plus 1 additional at the end. Starting with cardio, okay, it's going to be cardio, then we're going to go to squats, then we're going to go to side steps, then we're going to go to bridge or hip thrusts. Yeah, you can guess. Our middle section, I'm going to be using my hip band. Hooray! This is going to suck so much, so much. Okay, so I've built in a little bit longer break before and after the cardio because there's going to be a transition. So it's going to be 15 seconds of rest before and after the cardio, but in between each of the other movements is only 5 seconds. Okay, so the 15 seconds I've put in so that if, like me, you are choosing to activate something a little bit more with like a hip band, you've got the time to put it on. If you're not using it, don't worry. Maybe you opt instead to grab some weights or something like that so that you can make it a challenge for yourself. Squats, easy, we know what those are. The side step, I'm sure you've done them before, but especially when you are wearing a band, I want you to stay low so you're kind of in a half squat, and then it's just going to be moving side to side. If you've got lots of space, you can go a big journey in one direction and a big journey in the back, or if you're like me, you only have a little bit, maybe it's just a step or 2 in each direction. And then the last one being the bridge. The rolling bridge, the hip thrust, hip lifts, whatever it is that you want to call them, we're going to be on our back, driving those hips up. Same thing if you choose to use your band. Awesome, do it. As I said, opportunities to do weighted movements instead, because you don't actually need the band for these. You can stay low. I just want you to work on engaging or maybe hold on to some weight. The other option for those who may not have a hip band, if you do have something, hey, you can do the one where they're on the outside of the feet, same thing, and you're going to step a little bit wider. So you've got options. Okay. It's going to be Tabata. There's going to be 3 rounds of each of those movements, and we're going to end with an additional cardio. So it's 4 rounds of cardio with 3 rounds of each of the strength, 13 rounds. Then we're going to get into increasing timed fun. Okay, timed fun. It is only a strength component. This is where I'm going to make use of my pull-ups. Okay, we are going to it's going to start with 60 seconds, and every single round is going to add 5 seconds. I think we go up to 90, 95, maybe 100, who knows. It's 9 rounds. I can do math. It's fine. 9 rounds, okay? Every single round, you are going to have an increasing buy-in. Okay, we're going to start with 1, round number 2, etc., okay? Keep going up. The buy-in is going to be a squat walkout. That's it. Okay, so 1 squat walkout for your first round, 2 squat walkouts. So there's no rest, it's just going to be whistle, 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 whistle. The movement is a couplet, and it is going to be push-ups and pull-ups. How you wish to do that is going to be up to you. I'm going to suggest an increasing ladder as well, okay? And so you can choose maybe 1 and 1, or like me, I'm going to do 2 and 1s because push-ups is generally a little bit of an easier movement for most of us than pull-ups are. If you don't have a good transition in between your push-ups and your pull-ups, then maybe do higher sets, okay? 2s, 3s, 4s, whatever it is that you've got, so that you've got the time to get work in. If going back and forth is just going to be too distracting, make it your own. So your choice, okay? You can do an increasing every single round, so you're going to start at 60, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, whatever, or you can do a total increasing, or you can just pick numbers that are going to be good for you. If you like doing sets of 5 push-ups and sets of 3 pull-ups, do that. Okay, it's a couplet. The work duration is not really that long in between each of the whistles, so you're gonna have lots of turnaround. Okay, so it's 9 rounds of that. That's going to be our last kind of strength push to the end, and then you're going to have a cardio burner at the very, very end. Throw everything you got at it. 2.5 minutes of happiness and joy on the cardio. For me, it's on the bike, and it's going to be terrible. It's going to be terrible. Okay, I know, a lot of talking. Let's go. 60 seconds. Let's just get moving a little bit. Start all of our timers. The first round, okay, we are going to be getting right onto cardio, but let's make sure that we've got the equipment that we need. First one is going to be shoulder flies, so either light weights, okay, or a fairly light band. Oh, how are we feeling? Okay, I know, there's a lot today, a lot. So hopefully you've got a write down or a write up of it there. If not, don't worry, there's the rest. We'll talk about it more as we go. Oh. But we're going to start off 60 seconds of cardio. Ready? Let's go. So if you're just now starting the cardio because you weren't doing it while I was talking, take your time, okay? Just get moving. If you're already feeling warm, feel free to start pushing your cardio, get that heart rate, your breathing going, whatever you want. Your workout. There is a little bit of a rest in between, so you've got time to transition in your movements. Okay. Flies. There's no rush, okay, because there's only 40. If you want to do more, you can. Okay, but narrow flies, okay, elbows in, shoulders down and away. And wide flies, squeeze in between those shoulder blades. Okay, do it again. So if you're already done, then do another round, or you can move on to, as I said, just body weight squats, getting us warm. Okay. Whew. I think I'm going to do one more set because this is feeling really good on my shoulders right now. So you're either still going or you're squatting. Wow. Okay, we're going to go back to cardio after this. Okay, so you've got 30 more seconds. Just warm up the body. cardio. Let's go. I guess no transition in between strength and cardio. Forgot about that. So the transition time is there after the cardio, so you can get set up for the strength, but there's no transition time after the strength back to the cardio. I feel like when I was programming it in my head, I'm like, well, we're going to be done with the equipment, we're going to be doing a body weight movement, so it should be quick. Okay, so next one is going to be the squat in good morning with a band. Grab your band. So I'm actually going to try first one with the legs in here. Okay, so our squats. Now our good mornings, remember we've got long lines, and it's a hip hinge. Okay, so hip hinge, trying to stay long in the legs, tall in the spine. Core needs to stay on though. We're not rounding the back. It is an upright torso, just hinging from the waist. All right, doing it again, switching my band up. Yeah, that's better. Better is relative. Push-ups, and once you're done, just give me some push-ups. Oh. Okay, first round. I'm going to start nice and light. Cardio, ready? Go. Towards shoulders. Okay, next one's going to be upright rows, and then those wide, okay, shoulder rows. Either bent over, or if you've got equipment that'll let you pull down, you're free to do it that way too. I'm going to grab my middle weight band. Oh, plates, light plates. Okay. Okay, so wide. We're gonna go wide. Squeezing into the space between our shoulder blades. And both of these movements, we have those elbows out nice and wide, right? Whew. Lunges to the end once you're done. Just moving. Just moving. My quads are already feeling this. That band work, gonna be so much fun. So much fun. We've got one more round. It's going to be 60 seconds of cardio. And then bent over rows. And then remember the elbows are going to be in on those ones. And deadlifts. Cardio, let's go. Rows and deadlifts. Okay, elbows in, tucked, engage the lats, pull. Deadlift. Row. And push-ups are going to be your extra time movement. I'm gonna do a few extra deadlifts and then get on to my push-ups. it in. Now remember, you've got a lot or potential for a lot of push-ups to come. So let's make sure that we're comfortable. Maybe we're still working on technique. Okay, elbows can go wide, maybe about 45 degrees away from center, or elbows can be tucked in. Narrow elbows, a little more tricep dominant. Wide elbows, a little more chest dominant. Your body, your workout. If you haven't tried any on your toes yet, maybe do it. We've got a rest coming. That's it. Done. Easy, right? For a warm-up. All right, moving towards Tabata. 45 seconds, starting with cardio, then you have a 15-second rest. If you're like me, you're gonna grab that hip band, slap it on, because then we're gonna do a segment of squats, side steps, and then hip lifts, bridge, hip thrust, whatever you want to call it. But remember, before and after the cardio segment, you have a 15-second transition time. Hopefully, that's going to give you the time needed to grab the equipment that you've got available, make your choice for those 3 leg dominant strength runs. Ready? 45 seconds, here we go. Okay, so remember your options. You can grab that regular band if you don't have one of these, or some weights. Squats, 45 seconds. Oh, wow. Forgot how much fun these are. Side step. So give me a half squat. Side step. Okay? Maybe just one. If you've got some space. We're staying low, staying tall, okay? Try not to hinge forward. Staying tall, sitting those hips back. Okay. After this, bridge. So you're gonna move down onto your back, those hip lifts. Legs feeling good? Don't worry, we get to do all these 2 more times. Squeeze, roll down. Okay, vertebrae by vertebrae off, vertebrae by vertebrae down. We're trying to make sure that our legs don't collapse inwards, knees stay stacked over our heels, firing up that posterior chain. Oh boy, this is round 1, amazing. Amazing. cardio. Okay, so you do those few extra seconds of transit. Okay, next time, okay, do you have different pieces of equipment that you're going to use? How are you going to make it good for what you've got and how you're feeling? Oh, my quads. Oh, man, yes. Remember, you can go back to maybe looping the band over your shoulders, okay? If you want a little change. Oh. Oh. Wow. Body weight, right? Like the inner head hair of my quads is lit up right now. Driving through the whole foot. Remember that? Ball of the foot, base the baby toe, heel. Oh, side step. Get into it. Okay. You can make them big, you can make them little. Whatever's going to challenge you. One step, two step. I know some of you have great big open spaces. Go for it. Use it. Some of you have like 7 feet of mat, or 6 feet of mat, or however many it is. I think it's 80 inches, so. Oh. Cardio. Sweat in the eyes. Let's go. This is your final round of legs. This is it. So how are you going to make it count? How about squat a quarter? Little pulse at the bottom. Yeah. Who remembers 1 1/4? I do, especially right now. Bringing back great memories. Should I do another one of those? I think I will. Side step. Hey, this is the last time you're doing these. We've got the hip lifts, 1 more round of cardio, and then a rest. My quads. One last round. Okay, this is it for cardio for a while. We have a rest coming right after this. Make it count. Okay. Back to upper body strength. Now, I'm going to use a medium resistance band here for some assistance on my pull-ups. So I want to try to get a little more volume without worrying about just completely blowing up my strength. Time. Every single time the whistle blows, we got 25 seconds, you're going to do a squat walkout. And then you're going to do a squat walkout for every one you did before that. So increasing. And then the couplet is going to be push-ups and pull-ups, however you want to break it down. You want to do 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, do it. Squat walkout, walk back, squat step. That's it. Push-ups. Okay. 1. I'm going to start there. You know what? I don't need this yet. 1. Okay. Keep going. 2. 2. 3. Now, you don't have to follow the same pattern as me. We've got a pushing movement, we've got a pulling movement. How you choose to couple them, that's up to you. You want to do bigger sets? Do it. Squat walkout. 2. Push-ups. So you can keep going. You can start again. I'm going to change it. I'm going to start with 2 and do 1 pull-up. So 2 and 1 pull-up. 4 and 2. Make it your own. Okay? You know what you're getting yourself into. We train push, we train pull, we train our bodies. Squat walkout. 3. 4. Make sure you're squatting. I don't know resistance here. Push-ups. Oh, my heart. 4. 10 push-ups. Not done with you, bike. 5. 4 more. Whew. Holy. Okay. 6. Oh, we're almost there. That was just the walkouts. I'm on 6 pull-ups. Seven walkouts. Ah. 3. Come on. I know. It's becoming a walkout workout. Bracing core. Stay strong. Stay long. Push-ups. Push-ups. I'm on 14 now. So you may have noticed I'm doing half of them on my knees and then half from my toes. On my knees, I'm doing them tricep. For my toes, I'm turning my elbows out, doing chest. Let's get one. Come on. 8. We are almost done. We are almost done. Ah! Six, 7, 8. Oh. 6 pull-ups. 6 more. Oop. Let's not do that. If you're working out at home and thinking about doing what I'm doing, make sure your 2x4 is secured. Mine is not. Last one, 9. 3 more. This is the buy-in. Oh. One more. Push-ups. 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 I'm on push-ups to the end. Come on. Break is coming. Break is coming. That's it, you made it. You made it. No more strength. You're done. Almost. 2.5 minutes. Yup. It's happening again. 20 seconds high. 10 seconds max. Repeat 5 times. 2.5 minutes. Ready? Let's go. On my arms. Here we go. Push. Goodness. Two more weeks. My arms pushing those handlebars felt like they were full of lead. 2.5 minutes. Bands, cardio. Hopefully you're feeling like I am at the end here. Those squat walkouts, holy jeez, they caught up with me fast. What was that? 9, 17, 24, 30, 35, 39, 42, 44, 45 squat walkouts. Oh. Well, friends, how was that? Good? Good. I can get up. Yeah, 100%. I'm just choosing not to. What do you think? You like the bands? You like the cardio? Do you want to see bands more often, less often? Cardio more often, less often? Oh, jeez. Let me know. I'll see what I can do. I'll try to pencil it in. Actually, I don't use pencil. Use chalk on my chalkboard. I got a dry erase board here. You know, brainstorming. Until next time, friends. Have fun.